Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James and also Brink, and we are one community today. We are going to be talking about something that is trying not to get my hopes up about, but I'm also trying to stifle my hopes about. It's something crazy, just crazy enough to happen in my lifetime. Something I grew up playing, something that is not hardware related, but we are going to be talking about something game related today. That is Half-Life 3 could be coming 2025. So the craze has slowly deflated over the years as our souls have become dimmer from the soul-sucking adventures we have taken over these many of years waiting for Half-Life 3. The adventures of the games, everything's been fun, but it's just been draining because we've been needing another chapter in this great game. I'm being bombastic, of course, but I'm so excited for this. And obviously you can tell I'm getting my hopes up. But the time has come. 2025 is going to be the year that we get some good news on Half-Life 3, or at the very least, a new Half-Life game. The rumors are wild with talks of plenty of tests, leaks from informants, and Valve employees tweeting cryptic messages.
Another year already. Good to see and hear from so many of you. May the next quarter century deliver as many unexpected surprises as did the millenniums first. And again, time is fluid, like music. See you in the new year.
We're getting some good hints. Let's dive into what's going to make the craze reignite and our hope bolster a little more. It's a fun ride, so make sure to hold on to the end of this whole thing for my prediction and what I think is going to happen. And I'm also curious what you're thinking is going to happen with this whole crazy conspiracy theorist on the wall writing and diagramming and connecting all the little threads between everything. That's what we're going to be kind of doing today with today's Reddit post from War Thunder Brit. And so they have some compelling arguments and also some stuff that's kind of, we'll see if it happens, but we're going to be diving deep into this evidence to say that something Half-Life's coming this year. But we're going to get to my predictions towards the end, and I'll only comment on some of these weird evidence pieces. So this is coming from, like I said, if I said a Twitter or a tweet, it's actually a Reddit post. Generally, I believe, it was what they say, Half-Life will release in 2025. Here's my reasonings and sources. Now, the first one starts off not strong. Valve mass hiring experts, some even from companies like Tesla. And that's from Tyler at McVicker, which is a reputable source for this type of stuff. He digs deep into everything. I do like his content. This, though, Tesla would not be the place you'd hire game developers for Half-Life. They would be hiring either for their Steam platform or they're going to hire for hardware, that is. So Tesla has AI also. So if they were trying to get into some AI play, Tesla has AI, has hardware, and it has their entertainment system in the car is written in a language, JavaScript, which uses a library React, which is the same thing that Valve uses for the Steam client. So I just don't think that first one hits very well. But as we get going, I think actually it gets a little bit better. It's been 5 years since Half-Life Alyx. The team is certainly working on a future Half-Life project, which we do know about, codename HLX, from leaked sources, stuff like that. We're pretty sure that they're always working on some type of Half-Life project, even if it's like poking it with a stick. And yes, I'm getting a little crazy about this because I do love Half-Life, but Half-Life Alyx is pieced together from various canceled versions of like Half-Life 3 and everything, and then they built up Half-Life Alyx, I think, in a very short time after they kind of canceled Half-Life 3 a few times, like what they were currently building. So it's fair to say that 5 years from the Half-Life Alyx release, there could be another Half-Life game. I think that's fair to say. Whether it be Half-Life 3, who knows? They still could have been using a lot of stuff from their past canceled Half-Life 3 games. So yeah, I think that is worth noting that at least it's been 5 years. I think if it's been a year after Half-Life Alyx, we probably wouldn't see a Half-Life 3. Of course, they have a small team at Valve. The next point is Half-Life Alyx development took a similar amount of time to the gap after Half-Life Alyx, which we just talked about. And then Half-Life team confirmed to be not afraid of Half-Life No More. Hint at future Half-Life installments there. And the source is from the Half-Life Alyx Final Hours book, and also some interviews I've seen. They're not really afraid of Half-Life Alyx, or Half-Life that is. And so we can expect more Half-Life. That being said, is going to be Half-Life 3. We'll get there. X in Half-Life X, codenamed for leaked files of Valve's secret project, has been used for a 3 in previous canceled Left 4 Dead 3 project. So Left 4 Dead X was a reference before. This is from Tyler McVicker, and he digs deep into the source code and all that. So I think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Massive physics revision found in leaked files, as well as the HEV suit file names found in various other games that Valve makes that uses the same engine, which is the Source 2. They could be announcing the Source 3 engine, and maybe with that, Half-Life 3, which would not be shocked by something like that. Ending of Half-Life Alyx leads directly to the end of Episode 2, Half-Life 2, that is, meaning a sequel to Valve's latest Half-Life game would be for certain within the bounds of the time, space Half-Life 3 would take place. Yeah, I think that's another thing. They mentioned that they got hung up in a lot of stuff of trying to work on Half-Life 3 because they were supposed to create 3 episodes. They created 2 episodes. And so the ending of episode 2 kind of like dropped off in such a way that I think they were having a hard time picking up from there. And so they rewrote that essentially with Half-Life Alyx. So we'll see how it all plays out. I'm very hopeful that they're going to be making something new that's Half-Life 3. It's just not sure if it's going to be this year. Now, there's been leaked files for Zen Gorilla and Zen Jellyfish found in data mined Valve's files. Once again, Tyler McVicker and Gabe Follower. 2 sources that they're going to be probably the best ones to kind of predict when Half-Life 3 happens, but at the end of the day, no one's going to know until it's officially here, right? But there's a couple more things that I think are even more telling. In the very recent Mike Shapiro teased a video, he says, "See you in the new year," meaning something Half-Life is scheduled to happen in 2025. Now, it's a video that he posted onto Twitter. He is the voice actor for G-Man and Barney, and so he even did it in the G-Man like voice. The "See you next," and I believe the last time he did this, a few months later, Half-Life Alyx was released. So I think that's probably the most telling thing, that there's a Half-Life coming. Is it Half-Life 3? Maybe, but we still have some time to debate that. The rest of the points, you guys can see the source down below in the description. You can go read the rest of these. I don't know if the rest of them really... They're kind of reaching for things, of course, but I will say the digital biome makers, Real Biomes, do list Valve as a recent customer. And so there's a good chance that they could have used it for Half-Life, but they could have used it for a myriad of different games that they're working on. They could be working on a new Portal. They could be working on a lot of different things. So that is an interesting fact and little tidbit, but it's not strong like the other pieces of evidence. So we also have a strong leak from Gabe Follower, who claims Half-Life X has entered early playtesting with Valve family members and friends in the last few months. And he posted this, I believe, a few weeks ago. If you're watching this in January 2025, it was in December. And I think that one's a very telling one, that we're getting Half-Life. Like, I believe this leak to be 100% true. It's me hoping, but I believe it to be 100% true. And no reason why you should squash my belief, right? At least in this. You could squash it in Half-Life 3, but there could be, let's say, a Deckard, like their VR project that they're working on, their Steam machines. There's a lot of projects that they're working on, and they could release a Half-Life-esque game, kind of like they did with the Portal-like game for the Steam Deck. They could do something in the Half-Life universe like that to showcase some of their new hardware. They like doing that. So my thoughts on this is that Valve works on their own time. They will sometimes let us know what is to come and but that can be years. Sometimes it will come really soon. I think they've been playing more like with games a little bit sooner, or like early play tests and stuff like that. Hardware, they usually wait a little bit longer, but depends on what the hardware is. So they work on their own time. So Half-Life 3, I mean, it has been a long time since we've had Half-Life 2 and episode 1 and 2. It's coming up to where it definitely could be. We have known for a while that Valve is working on a new Half-Life game codenamed Half-Life X or HLX, which is something we mentioned multiple times. And it could easily be hiding 3. It could be hiding a new, maybe Alex-related game. Even though the way that Half-Life Alex ended, I would probably safely assume Gordon Freeman's going to be coming back with his trusty crowbar before Alex does. And then Valve seems to be hit their stride again with releasing projects and games. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of Half-Life announcement this year. My final verdict on this whole thing is we will be getting a Half-Life based announcement. Whether that is a simple demo for their next hardware release or a full-blown chapter in the Half-Life saga, we're going to be getting something this year. I'd be shocked if we didn't. And even if it's a bridge into the Portal realm where that is in the same universe, who knows, maybe. But we're going to be getting something from Valve, and I'm excited. And if it's Half-Life 3, then I can finally not be worried that I'm not going to live long enough to see Half-Life 3 be made. I'm sure Gabe wants to see it made before. Yeah, he's getting older too, not saying anything's wrong there. But it's coming. So my hope is we get an announced game in spring and a hardware game combo release in the fall. I definitely think they're going to probably want to combo this thing with, because usually with the Half-Life games especially, they like to push innovative ideas. Half-Life Alyx had the VR. Half-Life 3 could be Deckard related. It could be Steam machine related with maybe a new Steam controller 2 with some new bells and whistles that'll be fun to play Half-Life 3 on. Or it's just a Half-Life warehouse or something like that. Like, it could just be something in the universe that's just fun to play with. I'm down for anything. I'm hoping for Half-Life 3. I'm curious what you guys think. What do you guys think? Is this leak and these all these rumors, is it just too much? Like, too many people are hoping and wanting and being deranged because some of the stuff that we went through is very much stretching it. But is everyone like just really wanting Half-Life 3 so much that they're just like looking past the 20 years, like a little less than 20 years since the last Half-Life game was released that's not like a VR or Alyx related in the sense, meaning, albeit you could say Half-Life Alyx was Half-Life 3. They could always play that game and then come out with Half-Life 4. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's Half-Life 4 and they don't have to do the evil 3 in their naming convention. So we'll see. I'm curious what you guys think though. A yay or a nay, let me know in the comments. And do you think it's going to pair with any hardware? That's the funnest part about this whole really thought experiment is just what is the innovation that they're going to bring that is going to blow our minds? And I think that is just as exciting as Half-Life 3 in my mind, is that Half-Life Alyx was so mind-blowing. The VR game was so good. What are they going to give us this time? Even if it's not Half-Life 3, it's going to be something that's really fun to play. You know what? I'm here for the ride. I love Valve games. I'm really excited for what Valve's coming out with. And I really do want them to start getting back into that single player world again, because their multiplayer is fun, but it just does not beat the time-tested classic goodness that the Half-Life and Portal series are. So, yeah, let me know, guys. Also, check out all my other goodies in the description below. And also check out my other videos. They'll be popping up here soon. I do a lot of videos on hardware, games, whatever it is that's in the gaming sphere or even tech sphere. I like to cover it. If you like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and bash that bell with your crowbar. Thank you guys for watching. See you when Half-Life 3 comes out. If it's in 5 years, I guess it's in 5 years. Peace out.